So if it's continuous, how many fucking times was it fucking done? And was Jason a part of it? Was my son touched? That's what I want to know. Was my son touched? Was my son raped? Was my son molested under your care? Since you felt like he was so much better with you. Since you felt like he needed to be with you. That being with his birth mom, the woman that carried him, the woman that pushed him out. He was so much better being with you. If that was the case, how the fuck did this happen now? How? How did this happen now? One thing I can tell you is none of them motherfuckers, and I'm not calling motherfuckers like that, but none of them goddamn kids that's been up under my roof, that I've raised, that I've taken care of, ain't none of them been touched. Ain't none of them been molested. Ain't none of them been raped. Ain't none of them been left in their arms where danger. But you want to take my child and not even properly care for him, and then have him in a home with a rapist and an abuser and a molester, and I'm supposed to continue to keep quiet before I even got to this stage that I'm at right now. I messaged this bitch. I've emailed her. And I wasn't even on the level that I am right now. It was very calm. It was very cool. It was very collect.
Michelle Loud video struck me to the core of my heart. Since I'm a mother of 4, I can hear her pain and understand where she is coming from. Please listen to Michelle Loud part 2 of her story and comment below what would you.
Sorry, y'all, my my phone went dead. But I want to finish the story. So please tag and share. I'm tagging people. Give me a second. Y'all. Please watch both of these lives. Tag them, share them, shade room, gossip, whatever, you know. The story has to get out. I'm just tagging people right now. I'm tagging anybody that'll listen. Exactly. Brandon, you can watch the previous live. I believe it's saved. So, picking back where I left off at, thank you, Bequa. How you been? So, I didn't know at that time that I didn't have to give my son to them, that I could have just kept my son and they wouldn't have been able to do anything, So, like I said, nobody knew about the signing of the rights, only me, because I didn't know how to tell my family that I was pressured to sign my rights up to my child. So my auntie was trying to convince me, my aunt Trina was trying to convince me, that Michelle, you don't have to do this. She was really trying to convince me. My mom was too, but I knew that they didn't know that I was pressured into signing my rights over. So I felt like y'all are only saying this because y'all don't know what I did. But in reality, it didn't matter of me signing the rights out because that happened at that point almost 2 years ago, and it wasn't filed until September 2017. The only thing that mattered was that I had not been served and I had every right to my child. Me being scared, mind you, I didn't know the law like I know the law now. So I was hella scared. You feel me? So me being scared, I decided to give Jason back and fight them in court, which is what I did. I went and figured out what paperwork I needed to file to get the case going. This was in September of 2017. Okay, September of 2017, I came into probably October of 2017. I came into contact with a lawyer by the name of Jerome Stursky. I called him Jerry Stursky, but his name was Jerome Stursky. I came into contact with this lawyer who was supposed to be a family lawyer, who was supposed to be helping me, with my case. He went from, now, mind you, it costs a lot to hire a lawyer, and at that time, I had only been out of jail 3 or 4 years, so it was still hard getting work. I would have to take warehouse jobs where I was used to working for a Fortune 500 company. I've done corporate America since I was 18 years old. So to be taken from that to taken to basically warehouse job, that was a whole culture shifting in itself for me. You know what I'm saying? Coming from living, in Duncanville or the suburbs, even when I moved out to Houston, to having to live in basically the projects because of my background, that was culture shocking to me, right? But I did it because it's what I had to do to get to where I am right now. So I did that, and I ended up hiring Jerome Thursday, but the judge was telling me that me doing hair was not a job, and the lawyer was telling me doing hair was not a job. So I had to go get a job. Now, I was made to produce all of my income from if I got food benefits, Medicaid benefits, what all income that I had to produce their income while they didn't have to produce anything. And they didn't produce it. Okay? All of this happened after these people came to my house to get my son while Bishop T.D. Jakes was on the phone with Cora Jakes Coleman, and Amari was in the car, and in the car behind them we had Brandon, and at the time his armor bearer, I don't know if y'all remember him, he was the nigga that had Bishop, that Bishop's trademark, tattooed on his son. He got it tattooed in his shank. He was there with Brandon. And I guess as, I don't know, they tried to threaten me, terrorize me, You know, I'm not really sure, but they got what they snuck and connived to do. They got it. Even like I said, through the course of trial, Cora got on stand and tried to act like she was crying. And I swear, if y'all been keeping up with the Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp situation, Amber Heard is Cora Jakes Coleman on stand. I swear to God. I swear to God. That girl is a master manipulator. Okay? A master manipulator. That bitch, I'm sorry, oh Lord, please work on my mouth. That girl got on stand and made up this fabric. Once I get these records unsealed, I'm going to just play everything because they got me fucked up to the highest level. Especially with this continuous molestation. Brandon been charged. And my son is in the home. Oh, no ma'am, no sir. That's where we're going to go ahead and draw the line. And that's where we're going to say it's no Thanksgiving now at this present time. And whatever y'all want to come with, hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Because I guarantee you, this time around, it's not going to be like the last time around. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you this time around is not going to be like the last time around. And they're so, you know why? It's been so hard for, not just because of my background and things that I've gone through and that I made it out of, but because of they have money and then they surround themselves with people that have money or people that have a platform. Like one of Cora's good friends is Tamar Braxton. Okay? I know for damn sure y'all ain't telling these people the truth and they still rocking and rolling behind you. Because if they know the motherfucking truth and they know the truth is going to come out, they know that their name is going to be tarnished as well for just associating themselves with it. You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot of help to do what they're doing. They had a lot of help to do what they're doing. And it's just at a time where I'm just fed up but tired of it. And y'all not finna keep doing me like this. Y'all not finna keep doing my family like this. Y'all not finna keep doing my kids like this. And whatever the cost is, I'm willing to pay it. Period, point blank. Whatever the cost may be, I'm willing to pay it. If y'all want to come try to jack up my finances, y'all want to come and try to disrupt the stable living that I have created for my child, if I get a call from any type of government agency, it's them. Period. It's them. It's them. Because they still kill and destroy. They are the enemy. They are the enemy. Give it here and go back in the house. I don't want you out here. I don't know that number. They are the enemy, and I'm telling y'all that right now. Y'all are under the privatized coverage. You better run. You better run. You better run, because I can tell you right now that who they are behind closed doors is not who they are on their goddamn stage. I don't know about Sarah. I ain't really had no beef with Sarah. You know, I've always liked Sarah. The problem that I have with it is that y'all stand behind your family when y'all know y'all stand behind your family when y'all know that they're wrong. Now, through the whole trial, it's very traumatic. It's a very traumatic experience. Through the whole trial, none of them came to trial. The only people that was on trial is the people, her yes people, her yes men. Sonya, Cebu didn't even come. Lisa, Shama Kitchen, Daria Lester, Brittany Hall, Tamika. I don't know Tamika's last name, but y'all know Tamika. She goes to the potty house. She real big. Her belly sit on her thigh. Y'all know who Tamika is. Okay? Tamika, and Tamika's sister, and it was a few other people that I didn't know, that I hadn't come in contact with, that I didn't know. But for as her family, Bishop never came, Sarah never came, Jermaine never came, Jamar never came, Dexter never came. The only person that came was First Lady and King, the white lady, her white armor bearer, security girlfriend. They've been friends for a long time. She got a daughter named Bree. Them was the only two people. Brandon's parents, let me tell you how they moved Brandon's parents all the way to the country so that I couldn't find them and subpoena them. But let me show you how God works. One day, this is after the case or whatever, I'm at the hospital because Trey was there. One day we was at the hospital because my son's dad's friend had a baby, his first son, and just so coincidentally, where he had his baby at was the same hospital First Lady had surgery on her stomach. I don't know if y'all know this, and she had to have surgery on her stomach. It's the same hospital that First Lady had to have surgery on her stomach. And who do I run into at the hospital? Brandy's parents. And that's when I find out and I learn that they stay way off in some country, like 2 hours away. So they moved them way out there so that I couldn't get to them and subpoena them. Because if I subpoenaed them, number one, most people know that Brenda's mother didn't really like her. Okay? It was a journal found, so if she tries to lie about this, it is a journal, baby girl. It is a journal where the mother is basically detailing how Cora is and how she doesn't like her and how she thinks that she's a master manipulator. Okay? So you didn't want me to be able to subpoena her to put her on stand, because if I was able to subpoena her to put her on stand, the whole truth and nothing but the truth is gonna come out. Okay? Let's just keep it all the way real and funky. She basically kicked them out too and put them in an overpriced apartment about 5 minutes down the road from them. This is when they were staying out I believe it was Canyon Springs and Grand Prairie, out Great Southwest Parkway. This is when they were staying over there. Okay, so you moved them down the street, and I think the apartment is called Silver something. It's in Grand Prairie out Arkansas. Okay, 316 Arkansas. It's called Silver something. That's where she moved her in-laws to. Now you're talking about people who lived in a project for over 20 years. That's all they fucking know. You move them down here to live into your home, and then move them from your home when the only person that was working was V. I forgot how to pronounce. Lavon or something like that is her name. Y'all might know it's right here. But the only person that was working was her in the home. Now, I think Mama had started working for like FedEx or something like that. And Pops, what they call her, his mama name is Bernice Johnson. I think Pop's name is Peter Johnson. I think his name is Peter. I'm not for sure, but I know the mother name is Bernice. And that's facts. And y'all probably can find her on Facebook or something like that. Instagram or something like that. When they were in the home, okay, she moved them there, and of course they wasn't able to maintain and take care of shit, because this is the thing. When somebody has had to pay minimum amount of rent their whole fucking life, and they go from having to pay minimum to a large amount, come on now, they're gonna need guidance to be able to do this. She did not do this, because once Cora's type person, when she gets what she wants out of you, she tosses you to the wind. You're gone. Whatever you have to What about now? Can y'all hear me? Is the sound still off? Y'all still can't hear me? Are you saying yes or? Oh, you can hear me now? Y'all saying yes, y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. So she would do anything. Okay, thanks y'all, cause y'all, I gotta get this out. This has been built up in me for years. Okay? Years. Thank y'all. And I just have to get it out. I have to get it out. I have to get it out. I have to get it out. And I'm not perfect by far. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, but I strive every day to be better than I was the day before. Okay? I try to live a life of truth, honesty, and integrity every day. You know, and it's fucked up when you think that you have that with people that you call your friends and friends. I've been knowing Cora, what I was saying was, I've been knowing Cora Jakes Cody since I was 10 or 12 years old. Me and her were like this. That was one of my best fucking friends, okay? We were super close. To the point, you know, I'm super close. We were super close. To the point, you know, I would be at the house, Bishop's house. You know, Cora and Sarah had a house on the property. It was like 3 houses on one property. And they had a barn. They still stay there. Well, Bishop and First Lady still stay there. But anywho, I would always be over there. I always be with Cora, you know, and I was always Cora's real friend. I was always a real friend to Cora. Cora would lie on me about any and everything, and I just take it. And so in her mom's eyes, growing up, I wasn't the good child. When actually, in the guest house. But in actuality, it would be her daughter, the one doing all the shit and conjuring up everything. It wouldn't be me or Ashley. It would be Cora. It would be Cora being a hoe. It would be Cora sneaking boys into the property. It would be Cora. Cora was the one who wanted to drive to Kentucky. Cora was the one who would meet somebody offline and had to go drive and see them the next day. I was just a damn best friend. You feel me? Well, I ain't gonna let you ride by yourself. I ain't gonna let you go by yourself. I don't think you should do this, or I don't think you should do that, but I'm gonna go with you. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when I was 15 years old, I was a virgin. I had not had sex. I don't even think I thought about it. It was Cora and Sarah's prom. And I remember getting picked up from the school, me and BJ, Billy Ross. We got picked up from Duncanville, and we got brought to the house, you know, to get ready to go to Cora and Sarah's prom. Because, you know, they went to some private elite school in Dallas. So it was very just, basically, I trusted her, yes. Basically, I'm giving backstories of how long I've been knowing her to have, why I was so willing to trust her. You know, that she was helping me. But now I'm speaking of their character, though, who they are, things that I've witnessed and experienced with the Jakes. Okay, so we at the main house. Now it comes down to everybody's dressed, everybody's ready. Now, mind you, anybody that knows me knows that I've always looked up to Bishop as a father figure. I had her back. I had Cora's back through everything. I was a real friend to her. The people that she got around her, I guess, you know what I'm saying, they locked in because they did whatever they did. Sorry, y'all. They did whatever she needed them to do concerning getting Jason. They did it. You know what I'm saying? So she you know, thinks that they're her friends. But your real friend is when you was only getting $1,000 a month or a week from your parents, when you was just some type of worker for the children's ministry and you didn't have no money, and I was still getting checks from my dad's desk, putting groceries in your house when we stayed in DeSoto Ranch. Being with you every motherfucking day, helping you with your life, helping you with trash, helping you with water, cleaning up behind you because you can clean up behind. She's so fucking nasty because they had maids all the time. Cleaning up behind you all the time. I was a real friend to her. I had her back. I would have never thought, you could have never told me in a million years that I'll be here right now with dealing with Cora Jakes, because that was my friend. At least I thought that was my friend. But in reality, I was a friend to her. She was never a friend. Never a friend. Even though I was a real friend to her. You see what I'm saying? So this particular day on prom, we come downstairs, we taking pictures and shit, and what have you. Well, I go, like, Bishop is standing right here, and you know how you lean on your dad. First of all, Bishop is like a giant. I'm 5'3", and I've been 5'3" since 8th grade. Okay, Bishop is over 6 feet tall. Okay, number one, I can't even reach his motherfucking shoulder. That's number one. Number two, mind you, I'm a virgin. I ain't thought about sex. Sex hadn't been introduced. I grew up in a very protected home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what sex was. I didn't know even the ideology of liking the opposite sex in a sexual way. I didn't even know that understanding or have that understanding. I had never been motherfucking touched. I had never done any of those things. Any of those things. So when I lean on Bishop's arm, First Lady comes rushing out. Get your ass off my husband. Who do you think you are, Jezebel? Now, Cora get her crazy from her mama. Let the record reflect that. Okay? Let the record reflect that. Cora get her crazy, manipulation, all that shit. She get that from her mama. And I witnessed that firsthand that day. Firsthand that day. And that was like in 2005, I want to say. 2005. She come, get your hands out my husband, you Jezebel. The whole fucking night. Okay, and I'm standing there looking confused. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I was so happy to see Bishop. This is a man that literally has raised me from the pulpit, and he doesn't even know. That I looked up to him since my dad died when I was 10 years old. Okay? And I was mortified. I was mortified. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why the lady was acting that way, like she was acting towards me, as if I was trying to take her husband. At 15 years old. At 15 years old. I was 15 years old. And because of that, I wasn't able to do the debutante program. I got treated like I was crazy, like I was some type of husband taker. Do y'all know that lady made me ride home by myself that night? This is why I say, Cora, get it from her. That lady made me ride, and Rashonda, if you think I'm lying, ask BJ. That lady put me in a limo that night when we came back for prom and told me that I had to leave. In the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. 1 o'clock in the morning. She put me out of that house because she tried to say that I was filling up on her. First of all, okay, who wants Bishop? Because I look grown, okay, but I didn't know, I wasn't even aware of my body at 15. I wasn't even aware that I had all this eggs like I got now. I'm aware now. I'm aware now, but I wasn't aware then. I wasn't aware that I had a nice body shape. I wasn't aware that I was pretty. Even to this day, I don't try to, because I feel like you're supposed to be humble and you're supposed to be down to earth, and nobody is better than the next, and it's always somebody that looks better than you. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be humble. I don't try to make it. I'm not stuck up. You know, for lack of better words, I'm not stuck up. I've never been stuck up. I wasn't stuck up then. I'm not stuck up now. The only difference between then and now is you can't tell me I'm ugly. You can't tell me I'm fat. You can't tell me I don't look good, and you can't tell me that this ass don't jiggle when I walk. You can't tell me that now. But at 15, I was unaware of those things. So I'm not taking a picture with this man because I am lusting after him. I'm taking a picture with this man because I've looked up to Bishop. I've read all his books at this point. I've read all his books. I've been to the the conferences. I've always tried to help. Like my mom, wherever Bishop traveled, we travel all the way to motherfucking Florida. When we have missions in Mexico and South America, Guyana, I looked up to this man. I didn't lust after this man. And that woman called me a Jezebel, and that woman put me in a car, and that woman sent me home in the middle of the night. Just like Cora did me, just like Cora did Monet, just like Cora did anybody of Brandon's parents. She did that to my mama. This misconception of what reality is, and instead they're made up reality. She got that from her mama. I just want the record to reflect that I never willingly gave my son up. And I don't know what my son has endured living with him, because I know what was going on while I was trying to fight for him. And I don't think y'all really know how it feels when you can't do anything to protect your child. You can't do anything, or you're scared because you might lose your life, or you might lose everything that you worked so hard to do. Because when you fighting people with power and people with a name, that shit is hard, because they have all the resources, they have all the money to influence a decision for their behalf. And then it's just little old you. Like, it's just little old me. It's scary as fuck. You don't know what to do. Like, if I speak out, am I going to end up dead tomorrow? If I speak out, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to try to shut everything down that I have to the point where I don't have, literally, where I don't have nothing? What happens if you speak out? What happens? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired. Like, this whole molestation charge, and it's not even, it's the fact that it says continuous. So if it's continuous, how many fucking times was it fucking done? And was Jason a part of it? Was my son touched? That's what I want to know. Was my son touched? Was my son raped? Was my son molested under your care? Since you felt like he was so much better with you, that you felt like He needed to be with you. But being with his first mom, the woman that carried him, the woman that pushed him out. He was so much better being with you. If that was the case, how the fuck did this happen now? How? How did this happen now? One thing I can tell you is none of them motherfuckers, and I'm not calling motherfuckers like that, but none of them goddamn kids that's been up under my roof, that I've raised, that I've taken care of, ain't none of them been touched. Ain't none of them been molested. Ain't none of them been raped. Ain't none of them been left in their arms where danger. But you want to take my child and not even properly care for him, and then have him in a home with a rapist and an abuser and a molester, and I'm supposed to continue to keep quiet before I even got to this stage that I'm at right now. I messaged this bitch. I've emailed her. And I wasn't even on the level that I am right now. It was very calm. It was very cool. It was very collect. And nobody wants to reach back out to me. Nobody. We're talking years. We're not just talking a couple months. We're talking years. I have to do what I have to do to protect my baby. You are absolutely right, because that's my baby. To the point of them cutting his hair. They cut my baby hair when I told them not to cut his hair. He changed his name, knowing that he's named after my brother that died when I was 4, Jason Cook. My brother, my oldest brother. He died when I was 4. Jason is named after him. His middle name is Lamont, after my brother on my mom's side. My brother's name is Shelton Lamont. Caleb, his grandmother gave him the middle name Caleb. That's his name. Not no Jason Gabriel Coleman. That ain't his fucking name. His name is Jason Lamont Caleb Brown. And say that shit. Say that shit. Jason Lamont Caleb Brown. Justice for Jason Lamont Caleb Brown, who was wrongfully taken through the Fort Worth Tarrant County court system and through the money of Bishop T.D. Jakes Sr. and his wife and his daughter, Cora Jakes Coleman. And that's some real ass shit. That's real. Scream that shit to the rooftop, because I'm not letting up. 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 You're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to fucking kill me. And if I die, as I said this before, if I die, they killed me. They killed me. It wasn't no accident. It wasn't no car crash, just out of the blue. I didn't commit suicide. I didn't jump off no bridge. I didn't shoot my own self. They killed me. And I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of just sitting, taking whatever the fuck they want to give or display this lie. They lying to the masses, baby. They are lying to the masses. They are lying to the people that follow them, that flock after them. They lying to all y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I just need to know if y'all can hear me. All they're going to do is keep lying. Hi, Javon. All they're going to do is keep lying. Lying, 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 lying. That's all they're going to do is keep lying. So if y'all wondering why Michelle don't go to church no more, because everybody know me, as a prophetess, and I still get dreams, I still see things, I still get visions, I still get all of that. But I'm not preaching in nobody's church. Oh no. I'm not going into nobody's Sunday service or Wednesday night service. I'm not opening no Bible. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of it. You understand what I'm saying to you? And this is why. This is the fuck why. Motherfuckers are hypocrites. How dare you get on the stage and preach the word of God that is supposed to be so sacred? You're preaching the word of God to thousands and millions of people. Thousands and millions of people. But behind closed doors, you are destroying lives and families. And y'all are okay with it. Y'all still go to this man's church. Y'all still paying tithes. I ain't paid tithes since 2017, and I've still been getting blessed. And I've still been getting blessed. And I still talk to God on a day. I call him the Most High. I call him the Most High. Because anytime 22 chapters is missing out of books, baby, there's nothing I can do with that at that point. I know God is real. I know it's a higher being. And that's just what I got for it. I pray to the Most High. And I still walk with God. And I'm still being blessed. And I ain't gave no church no goddamn money. What am I giving money to them for when they have a 501c3? They're a non-profit organization. Fuck out of here. I'm sick of them. I am sick of them. I am sick of them. I am sick of this image that they try to portray to the world. And that's not fact. That's not who they are. That's not what they're not about family. If they were about family, they would never took my damn child. If they were about family, they would have been reached out. If they were about family and about what the word of God states, this shit should have been reconciled. But no, it's not about the word. It's about public perception. That's what the fuck it's about. Public perception. How people will perceive them. Their public image. That is more important than the damage that is going on behind the closed doors. That is so baffling to me. And every day, y'all get online and listen to this motherfucker. Every day, y'all paying your motherfucking tithes, going to Wednesday night Bible study, going to Sunday church, 2, 3, 4, 5 different services in one motherfucking day. Every motherfucking day. To a church that kills, steals, and destroys. Jason Gabriel Coleman, that is not my baby name. My baby name is Jason Lamont Caleb Brown. I am his mother. I am his biological mother. I am the woman that carried that seed. See, I have been attacked through my children since I had my kids, which tells me it is something great on their life. They're not just regular human beings walking this earth. And I can't just be a regular human being walking this earth. I have something greater that's on me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be being attacked the way that I'm being attacked. I'm only attacked through my kids. And I'd be damned. I'd be damned if I continue to let my child be tainted. You know, I used to try to relish in the fact that Jason is gonna get older one day, you know what I'm saying? And when he gets older, he'll be able to see how mommy fought for him. He'll be able to see, you know, that I didn't give up. But fuck that. I'm gonna fight now. I'm gonna keep fighting now. He ain't gotta wait till he get older to find his mama. Cause I'm gonna be on every motherfucking news station. I'm gonna be on every motherfucking magazine. I'm gonna be on every interview, whatever interview I have to do to get my son back. I'm gonna do it. And whatever interview or anything that I have to do to save another family from this, I'm gonna do it. And whatever cost that it comes to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it's not right. It's not right to take people's kids. It's not right to take people's kids, especially from a mother who you know good and goddamn well gonna take care of that child as if he was the only child, just like she do all of them. So you gotta go back to the other lives, Paul. I'm calling out Bishop T.D. Jakes and Cora Jakes Coleman for taking my son, for the molestation that's been going on in the home with my child. That's what's going on in this life. That's what's going on in the other lives. And all the truth is about to come out. Because I'm not going to keep my mouth closed no more. And the people that's around her, that's encouraging this madness and this sick behavior, y'all are at just as much fault as she is. And as that family. All of y'all. All of y'all. I'm coming from all of y'all. I'm coming for each and every last one of y'all that had anything and everything to do with my child being taken from me. And the shit that he's gone through, potentially gone through while being in that house. While being in that care. Because I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know. I don't know what he's been witnessing. I don't know what he's experienced. All I do know is on May 4th, 2022, Brandon Coleman was arrested for continuing child molestation in the home. Not shit. We don't even know if it was somebody at the church. We don't know who he didn't say. We don't know who he didn't rape. I know my child was in the motherfucking home. I know that much. I know Jason Lamont Caleb Brown was in that goddamn home. I know that much. And that's where you have me fucked up. But see, here's the thing. What you sow is what you reap. Anything that's done in the dark is going to come to the light. It's only a matter of time. 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 You cannot kill, steal, and destroy people's lives and people's families and think that shit is not going to come back on you. You can't always keep your hands clean, baby, when you always playing dirty. There's no way. Just like the Patriots, they done won all these games and then come to find out it's been deflated balls. It's been deflated balls, but they done won all these games. But now the credibility is being questioned. Just like now, your credibility is being questioned. It's a lot of shit that's been going on inside the walls of the Potter's house. A lot of shit that's been going on inside the walls of the motherfucking Potter's house. A place that's supposed to be for healing and restoration. There ain't no fucking healing and restoration. A lot of grief, a lot of strife, a lot of demeaning, a lot of belittling, a lot of destroying, a lot of destructiveness. Not no healing, no restoration. Not no healing and no restoration. That's the fuck off. That's the fuck off. And then they try to present themselves as this family dynamic, like they really fuck with each other like that. Like they love each other, but come on now. Come on now. Let's keep it all the way real. Cora only got her book deal that she got with that Faith in It book is because she basically coerced her daddy into doing it because Sarah had a book deal. Sarah was going on tour. It's always a competition for Cora with Sarah. Never a competition with Sarah for Cora. Okay? Let's just be clear. The stories that she said in that book are not all the way factual. They're not all the way factual. It's not the whole truth. It's not anything close to the truth. The whole thing that she put in that book about me and my son, not true. I didn't even read the book for free. When it came out, I didn't even get a copy. I didn't get a copy until she had the book and she signed it. When we went to court, I wasn't even able to bring the book in as evidence. All the evidence that I had and that I was trying to get, I couldn't get, because when we were supposed to go to the new trial, they told me it was a continuance of trial when it wasn't. Because the judge hit the gavel and said, I declare this as a mistrial, not I declare this as a continuance of trial. So the second trial, we were supposed to go through the same thing that we did on the first trial. A discovery period, preliminary hearing, all of these things. That it didn't happen. They told me that I was not able to do it. They set the deadline where I couldn't possibly get any information. Oh, they did whatever the fuck they had to do to either make me concede my fight or to make me lose my fight, because they knew that they were wrong. They knew they was wrong. So I had a jacked up trial. The first trial, Jerome Church, after he was trying to convince me to be okay with just having visits. Get out. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do this. Get out. He wanted to convince me to be okay with just having visitation rights. I'm not okay with that. I wasn't okay giving my son up to begin with. I never said that I wanted to do that. In fact, I was adamant about not wanting to do that. So when the day of trial comes, we get a trial now. A preliminary hearing is where you go where the lawyer, or you pro se, which means you represent yourself. You go before the judge, both of y'all, and it's a sheet. It's two sheets. Some might be front and back. Some might just be single sheet. But basically, is what you're able to say and discuss during the trial, right? And it's what both parties agree on. So the first preliminary hearing, my lawyer agreed not to bring up Bishop Jakes, which I don't know why, but I know why to this day, because he was working with the pause on that. Before then, when he needed to pull my medical records for Jason from the hospital, he didn't go to the hospital to get him. You know where he went? He went to Cora's lawyer's office, which now looking back on it, I see the setup. Because number one, if I'm paying you to be my lawyer, why are you going over to Cora's lawyers getting any type of information about my medical records? Why are you going to the direct source of where my medical records come from when you're fighting for me? Because if you getting them from them, ain't no telling what they could have possibly done to the medical records. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not what you did. You went and got my medical records from them. He didn't go get my medical records from the motherfucking place. He got it from Cora's lawyer. Okay? Fast forward to court. In the preliminary hearing, they already agreed that they was not going to bring up Bishop Jakes. Why? I don't know. So when we get Bishop Jakes or their finances. So when we get to court, the first day of trial, it's a 3-day trial. The first day of trial. This is I want to say that was September 2016 is when they filed that, because this has to be June 2017. On the other live, I have my date wrong. It was September 2016 when they filed the order of me signing my rights off. Fast forward a year later to June 2017. June 2017, we had a three-day trial. The first day of trial, and my lawyers openly called a V or dog. In his opening statement, he mentions Bishop T.D. It's too late, Zanya. I've been on. I'm like going 2 hours now. In his opening statement, he said something about bishops in their finances. You know what the other party automatically does? They get up and they say, Judge, we want to ask for a mistrial. Why? Because in the preliminary hearing, they had already agreed that Bishop Jakes in the finances couldn't be brought up. Now, fast forward to when I represented myself in trial by myself. Fast forward to this, representing myself by myself. When we was doing the preliminary hearing, they was trying so hard to get me to agree not to bring up Bishop T.D. Jakes in their finance. I said, why would I agree to do that when my son has been at his house? When I've had to pick my son up from his house, when he was on the phone with his daughter when she was at my house trying to get my son from me. I have to be able to bring him up. I have to be able to bring him up. I also have to be able to bring up the finances because they pay their daughter. Their daughter is on the church payroll. They are the owner and the pastor and the bishop of the church. So I have to be able to mention about their finances. I have to be able to mention about this. So when they tried to fight me tooth and nail, I'm going to tell the truth concerning it. I know you know, bro. I know you know. Because you done went through some shit with this family too. You done went through some shit with this family too. So I know you know. Why would I not bring up Bishop T.D. Jakes in their finances when they pay their daughter? When my son is at their house. When my son has been around them. I have to be able to speak about this because it's detrimental to my case. And now, so the judge, to make it seem like she was being fair, allowed that to happen. Allowed it to happen. But I never got on the stand. I was never able to testify. Cora got on that stand, like I said in the other line, looking and sounding like Amber Heard from the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation. Looking and sounding, not a tear falling. You're faking on stand, trying to make yourself cry. You ain't crying. You ain't doing none of that shit. You just acting, and it's bad acting. It's bad acting. It's bad acting. To the point where she took up today, and it's my first time representing myself. So I was, kind of hung up on the objections and went to object or whatever and stuff like that. So the day ended, and that's when the next day came, and that's when they presented the video of me smoking a cigar, and if I would have known what I know now, I would have been like, they're trying to say it was marijuana. I was like, I would have been able to say, if I would have known what I know today, they snakes in the grass. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. 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 I'm tired, and I can't. I've been quiet for so long. I've been reaching out to these people for so long. It is 2022. It is about to be 2023. Why do I have to keep being quiet? When every lawyer I try to get, they pay them off, or they just don't want to represent me because of who I'm fighting against, or who I'm coming up against. I don't have nothing else in me to keep it quiet and trying to fight behind closed doors. They get close to you to find out your weakness, then they capitalize on it, and then they throw you to the wolves to be ate or fucking alive. That's what the fuck these people do. That's what they do. That's what they do. They prey on your vulnerability. They prey on it. They prey on it. And they connive and they concoct plans until they get what they want. At whatever cost. At whatever cost. At whatever cost that it carries. They don't care. Because they got enough money in the world to pay off any and everybody that they need to pay off, to keep them in good standing, to keep them in a good and perfect image. Do you know to this day I can't even hear Bishop Jake's voice? I can't even listen to Sarah's voice. You know the little TikTok videos and the Instagram videos, and you know they're doing the narration because it's bits and pieces of their sermons. I immediately have to hurry up and scroll. It's literally dealing with PTSD every time I hear their voices. Anytime somebody I automatically skip. Over 7 years of trauma, I can't be quiet no more. It's nothing I can be quiet about. It's nothing that I can be quiet about no more. I am tired of trying to fight this behind closed doors and I'm not getting anywhere. I am tired of trying to give them some type of respect and trying to fix this behind closed doors, and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not getting anywhere. But year after year and day after day, I'm not seeing my tail. That shit is aching. That shit is painful. That shit hurts my tail to know that you didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't beat my baby. I didn't hit my baby. I didn't abuse my baby. I didn't leave my baby alone. I wasn't a bad mom. You just took my baby because you can't have kids. And that's not right. And I can't keep being quiet about it. I will own up to my mistakes. I will own up. Exactly. I'm not I'm not the only one that they've done this to it. If I don't speak up, if I don't speak out, then nobody's gonna come forward. And I'm gonna be forever fighting by myself. I'm gonna be forever fighting this by myself. That whole molestation thing is the cherry on the top. I can't keep quiet. I can't be silent no more. I don't know my baby is doing being raped or molested or touched. So, and then they said it was more than just being touched. Like he actually had sex with the girl. He actually raped her. I can't be quiet no more. I've been so strong. I've been so strong. I've been so quiet. I've not said anything for years. I might have said bits and pieces, you know, but I ain't never just said it all out. And I can't keep privately struggling with this and being quiet about this when I know that I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that experienced it and gone through it and had to deal with it, and that is currently dealing with it. I don't know what else to do at this point but to tell the world. I don't know what else to do at this point but to tell the world. Because how many victims do it have to be? How many more victims does it have to be before somebody says enough is enough? How many? How many? How many? Teen Zion stop arguing. How many more victims does it have to be? How many more victims does it have to be before somebody takes a stand and says enough is enough? Enough is the fuck enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. You parading around this world as so safe, but letting your daughter do whatever the fuck she wants to do. I'm not the first one. They done paid people out to be quiet. Let's just keep it all the way real. They done paid people out to be quiet about other situations that is happening. May. The girl name is May something. But her and Cora and Brandon mess around behind closed doors. And I guess they did something to May, and May was threatening to expose. You know what I'm saying? Was threatening to expose it. So they fired her, banned her for coming to the church, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when she threatened to expose, they ended up paying her. And Cora told me, and I ain't lying, and if anybody can find May, she was a light-skinned girl with the pretty eyes. She was around like in 2014, because I don't have a reason to lie. And then Cora had, as a matter of fact, Cora had her birthday party that summer of 2014, that summer at Bishop's private little condo or something like that, little condo or loft in Dallas. I had her birthday party there, and May was there. May used to be her personal assistant, or something like that. So 20 years old. There is no proper way. I don't know what other way to go. I've tried to go the quiet route. I've tried to go the route of just going to the court, you know, dealing with it with the court. But I'm dealing with people with power and money. So the only power I have is social media. That's the only power I have right now. And that's more powerful than money. So the only place I can go to right now is social media. Don't no lawyers want to help me. Don't no lawyers want to help me because they scared of Bishop T.D. Jakes. And this man is well connected around the world. I don't think y'all really understand how big this shit is. He is well connected around the world. He sits with presidents and kings and queens around the world. The only power I have is social media. That's it. Social media and facts. Real facts. And anybody that is willing to stand with me. Anybody that's willing to stand with me. Anybody that's willing to stand with me. Anybody that is willing to stand with me. Anybody that's willing to also tell their story. God damn it, me too. God damn it, me motherfucking too. Do you know how many nights I go to sleep crying? because I can't see my son. And then I have to wake up the next day and act like everything is okay. Okay, people I work with would never guess that I'm dealing with something like this, because I'm always happy, I'm always energetic, I'm always the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to make somebody else better, make somebody else feel better about themselves. All the while I'm dealing with that shit behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of being strong when I ain't being beat up. I love you too. When I ain't being beat up, left and right, and to wake up to know. And I tell you, my inbox overflooded with people sending me this information about Brandon. I couldn't even take my kids to school today. I can't even take my kids to school. I can't even drive. I've been sitting in this car since 7:30 this morning. I don't know what else. I don't know what. I don't know how else to fight. I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to do but to get over here and to tell my story and to tell these stories and to tell the truth, no matter how ugly it is or was or will be. You know, I don't know what else to do. I can just tell you, and I'm feeling tired of being mistreated. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of motherfuckers always trying to take my kids when I haven't done anything wrong by them. I do everything for them. I live and I breathe for them. I'm only here today because of them. I haven't given up because of them. I fight harder every day because of my kids. I don't neglect them. I don't abuse them. I don't beat them. I don't leave them by themselves. I don't put them in harm's way or harm dangers. When I tell you I am a mother first before anything. And anybody can get it behind my kids. Anybody can get it behind my motherfucking kids. And that's just that on that. That's just that on that. I done had every child by myself, except for Anaya and Jaga. But Cree, Jason, Liam, them three, I had them by myself. Wasn't nobody in the goddamn room, especially with Cree and Jason. Well, Cora was there, sorry. Cora was there with Jason, but when I say by myself, meaning by myself, my parents wasn't there, my baby daddy wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by myself. But you know who was there when I had Jason? Cora was there. And now when I look back on this shit, like, it started there. It started right after I had my baby. Because here I am, dealing with postpartum depression, right? So she sees that, right? She sees that I'm dealing with postpartum depression. So you know what she does to make it, you know, for her good? Oh, Michelle just go to sleep. I got the baby. Oh, Michelle just rest. I got the baby. As you holding my newborn, now all mothers know that the most important time for abundance is right after that baby comes out in those first few days while you're in the hospital. Hello. I'm at home. I'm at home. I'm on live right now. Where are you at work? Because I have to finish this live, friend. Just get on my Facebook. What time is it? They didn't go to school? Okay, just call me back because I got to finish this live. But that's fine. Just hit my cash up or whatever. I don't know. But that's fine. Okay, bye. That's where it started. Right there. Okay? It started at the hospital after I had my son. She like, oh, you know, get some rest. I'll take care of the baby. Or I got the baby. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I was in the hospital, I wasn't really bonding with my child. Because she always said that while I was in the hospital. Okay, so it came out that Jason had to, I didn't come home with Jason. I think I had to go back to the hospital and get Jason because they had to do additional testing on Jason. And I remember walking to the NICU, you know, and my Aunt Shay was with me. I'm so grateful for my Aunt Shay. I'm so grateful for my Aunt Shay. You know, absolutely, Latasha. You know, my Aunt Shay was with me, you know, and we walking down to the NICU. And Cora makes this statement. It tells my Aunt Shay, you know, the baby's going to be fine. He's going to be well taken care of. Now, looking back on her, looking back in hindsight, she basically already knew then and there what her plan was and what she was going to do. Because she didn't say they will be well taken care of. She said the baby. The baby. Her whole case in point was getting my son. That's it. That's it. And once she got my son, she got me out the way. Oh, yes, she. The whole time, the 3 days in the hospital, now, I would breastfeed Jason, you know, and then when I got done breastfeeding him, I sit him down. Because mind you, I'm dealing with postpartum depression, so it's detachment going on. But mind you, this is my first time dealing with postpartum depression. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying, with myself. And I was depressed because things didn't work out with my child's father. I was kicked out of his mom's house while I was pregnant. I didn't have anywhere to go. He didn't want me. I was staying in a hotel, or I was staying with friends. Mind you, I was pregnant. I moved back to Dallas, Fort Worth, you know, and it was just problems. Like, you know, my immediate family is not. Anywho, it was just problems, right? So I ended up being pregnant, moving back to pregnant with Jason, might I add. And while I'm pregnant, I am being pressured to have an abortion. I am being pressured, don't even keep the baby. What are you keeping the baby for? You know, even to the point where, you know, I could have said, I don't remember, you know, well, maybe I shouldn't have this baby. But mind you, this is depression talking. This is not Michelle in her right state of mind. Because if you have two kids, ain't no different from 4 kids. And I'ma just tell you that right now. It ain't no motherfucking different. People say it is, they lying. They lying. And anybody with more than 2 kids can vouch for that for me. But anywho, so, you know, I had all this stuff going on. So I never had, you know, a real bonding experience in a hospital with my son. After I had Jason, we went to Cora's house. Me and Jason, not just Jason, but me and Jason went to Cora's house. It wasn't a separation. It wasn't, oh, I went home for a couple weeks because I was breastfeeding, mind you, and I breastfed for a good 2-3 months. But we went to Cora's house. Can y'all hear me still? Can y'all hear me? I feel like I got an exit every now and then. Mind you, before going to we was at Cora's. Okay, cool. We was at Cora's house. We was at Cora's house for I think maybe 2 weeks, if that. We leave. Me and Jason leave from Cora's house because once again, Brandon didn't want nobody seeing with him. Now, mind you, at that time, our Trey, they call him Trey, but our Trey Scott, Trey, was staying with them downstairs in the downstairs bedroom. Okay, so he was already living there. Before he was living there, somebody else was living there. Cora's been like that her whole life, always having somebody living. Okay, so at that time, I'm like, I'm not coming to try to stay with you. I'm not coming to stay with you, you know. I'm literally just leaving the hospital. Like, I need help. It was my first time being a single parent. You know, my kid's dad was there. You know, I had never been a single parent, even with my oldest, because my mom, you know, helped me with my oldest. But I had never been a single parent. Me being a single parent was so fucking scary to me. On top of everything else that I had dealt with in the pregnancy. Okay? I'm just trying to give y'all a backstory so that nothing gets misconstrued and whatever lie they try to come out with after this does whatever it's gonna do, that the truth is out there. And the truth is being told. And they can't spin it and do anything else, you know, but allow the truth to be the truth. You know. When I was, you know, and so pregnant with him, pregnant with him, to the point where we were staying in these hotels in Houston, and I was pregnant with Jason. I had Cree was maybe 1. I'm not, don't have time to say what, but Jadon was definitely 2. I was pregnant with Jason. We were staying in these hotels, right? And when I didn't have money, I would literally have to walk across the street to the Walmart. So I could walk it over a bridge, walk it under a bridge, walking across the street to the Walmart, stealing food. I never get this turquoise bag I had, and I would fill it with as much cans of milk that I could. And I had another bag, and I would put meat in there, or, you know, whatever I could so I can feed me, Jaden, my friend, and her son that was with me. Me pregnant, walking, doing this, while my kid's father is living with another woman. Okay? Just giving y'all a backstory of how fucked up I was while I was pregnant and how that transcended into postpartum depression. Okay? So, I'm doing this because I have to keep, and still a part of me was trying to keep my family dynamics together. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Eventually, enough was enough of that situation. I ended up moving back to Dallas-Fort Worth. And this is where, after 7 years, after 7 years of me and Cora not speaking and being around each other, because I ended our friendship 7 years prior to 2014 because she's a stone cold liar. Okay? She's a pathological liar and a manipulator. And I got tired of being the punching bag. I got tired of her always lying on me and making her parents view me as a person that I wasn't. I was never the hoe. She was always the hoe. Okay? I was never like that because I actually feared my mama. And if anybody know Lucretia Powell, y'all know I feared my mama. I wasn't going around being nobody's hoe. Nobody's hoe. Was not happy. Was not, because my mama actually whooped us. My mama actually whooped us, okay? If anybody know Lucretia Powell, then y'all know I'm not motherfucking lying. When I had the fear of God, my mama put the fear in us. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. My mama always put the fear of God in us and the fear of Lucretia Powell in us. I wasn't going around hoeing and that wasn't me, but that was always her. And I always took the blame for it. You know what I'm saying? And I got tired of doing it. So I just ended the friendship, you know. I ended the friendship. 7 years later, we're reconnected. We're reconnected at the Easter egg hunt. It was an Easter egg hunt that the church did in 2014. It was the Easter egg hunt at some park. They did it in 2014. And Cora was there, and I was pregnant, and I was big. And if you know Cora, she gives off this motherly love. But if you know Cora, you know that's just manipulation at the time, right? So when I see her, I immediately start crying, and I'm like, I'm pregnant again. Now, I didn't know that Cora couldn't have children at this point in time. I didn't know that she was struggling with IVF, but mind you, I cut the friendship. But you wasn't going to keep lying. I didn't know at this time she had IVF and all of this, and was going through all of this. I didn't know. I didn't even know at that time that she had an abortion. She had pregnant by Nick DeBase and had an abortion. And that's really the reason why she can't have kids. Not because of no PCOS, and she said it on stand. So I ain't lying. She said it on stand when I asked her, are you infertile because of PCOS? And that's basically where you get cysts on your ovaries and they pop. And she said no. And I looked confused because in the book, that's what she says. When she's gone on tour doing Faith in It, that's what she says. But come to find out, through a little birdie, I found out if she can't have kids because she got pregnant and had an abortion, and the abortion fucked up her inside. That's one story. Now some might say she can't have kids because all the messed up stuff she did. So God has made her. But I know for a fact she had an abortion. I know for a fact she had an abortion, and I know for a fact she was pregnant by Nick DeBase, and I know for a fact she had an abortion. I know for a fact that's why she can't have kids. I know that for a fact. That's a fact. There's nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? So we meet again, and instantly, you know, I'm crying because, you know, this is a familiar person to me. You know, I feel like that I could be honest with her, not knowing that she's struggling to have kids. So any woman coming up to her, you know, feeling some type of way about being pregnant and, you know, having kids already, and just like, I was just like, Lord, I don't need another child, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to, but I was always adamant from the beginning that I was not giving my baby up, that I was just sad and depressed because here I was again pregnant. And if anybody that knows me now, Michelle is supposed to be famous. Michelle is supposed to be on TV screens. I am supposed to be famous. I'm supposed to have so many awards and accolades right now just from acting alone. That's what the fuck, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm still gifted. talented. Anything that I touch, anything that I put my mind to, I can do it. I can make money like nobody's business. And dancing too. I'm supposed to be worldwide known, and not for this shit, but for my gifts, my talents, and my ability. Okay? So me being pregnant weighed on me a lot, because you're talking about a person that came out of high school when she was 16 and went to college when she was 16. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a person who has always strived to do better and be better. I've never really been in trouble. I've never really had anything to hold me back. My mom exposed me to KD Studio and so many other things, and I ain't gonna lie, being a part of the Pirates House exposed me to a lot of different things too as well. But I'm supposed to be somebody great, really, honestly and truthfully. Okay, so when I got pregnant again, I'm just like, I was embarrassed. You know, I was mad at myself. I was frustrated with myself. You know, it was just a lot that I was dealing with mentally, physically, and emotionally. And she prayed on me from the beginning. From the time I was pregnant. So, we exchanged information, you know, and she basically like, you know, whatever you need, I'm here to help you. You know, whatever you need. Okay, cool. Well, May 21st comes. I'm supposed to go to the doctor, you know. I'm supposed to be getting up going to the doctor. Mind you, let me tell you how fucked up in the head I was. You know I was messed up in the head if I didn't go to not one prenatal visit. I didn't sign up to get pregnancy medicated until I was 7 months. 7 goddamn months is when I signed up to get prenatal care. I ain't never did that. But all my other kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all an insight of how messed up I was already while I was pregnant with Jason, and how it transferred over to after I had Jason, because that's where the postpartum depression came. Okay, you know, and so I didn't even do prenatal visits. I didn't have any type of prenatal care while I was carrying Jason, because I was so messed up in the headspace. The only prenatal care I had is when I went to the hospital, if I felt like something wasn't right, and I'll go to the hospital. But other than that, I didn't have any prenatal care up until the day I went into labor having my son. Okay, the day I went into labor having my son is the day that I was supposed to go to my first prenatal care visit. But it didn't happen. I ended up calling the doctor, telling the doctor, you know what, I'm in labor. My mom couldn't go to the hospital with me because my other kids were at home. So, who could go to the hospital with me? I didn't want to go have Jason by myself, because mind you, I had Cree by myself in a room by myself. Nobody was in the room but me and a doctor. That shit, I wouldn't wish that on no pregnant woman. You know what I'm saying? People don't really understand. People don't understand pregnancy, really don't understand the labor and how it's important. It is imperative to have somebody with you during labor and not just the doctor. Okay, I didn't have nobody when I delivered Creed into this world. So when it came time to deliver Jason, I was really scared. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who can I call? Who can I call? Corey was adamant. I didn't even say anything because they're trying to do better now. But the baby dad was adamant that he was not going to use it. Okay? He just wasn't. He wasn't in the headspace that he is in now. So I'm not even going to fall. But he wasn't going to do it. So you know what I do? Mind you, I had just been into Cora and March 8th for the East. So I said, and I know Cora, right? So I know her. I know how she is with children, you know. I know how she was with my oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I call her and I say, hey sis, I need you. I'm getting ready to have this baby, and I don't want to have this baby alone by myself. She dropped everything that she was doing and met me at the hospital that baby also stayed with me the whole time. But the whole time she stayed with me, I never really bonded with my baby. And that's where it started. It started from there. We leave from there, we go to her house for 2 weeks, Brandon doesn't want us there. We leave from there. We go to my mom's house. That's where we was up until later on. We leave from there. We go to my mom's house. Cora convinces me to allow her to keep Jason while I get on my feet. Now, this is where this fits. This is where everything starts playing out. But I didn't catch everything until it was a little too late. Okay? She convinces me to keep Jason while I try to work, because of the dynamic of relationship between my mother and I. So she convinces me to let her keep Jason. Now, mind you, Jason is a little baby. It's really important for him to be with me. But she convinces me to let okay. This is why I'm gonna end it right here. But this is where it all started. She convinces me to let her watch Jason while I try to work. Okay? While I try to get my finances in order so I can get me and my kids a place to stay so they can all be up under one roof. And this is where everything starts. The manipulation starts, her constantly sending me videos and messages about adoption, her asking me to give my child, like, what did I think? How did I feel? Not even just asking me, but asking my friend Ashley Williams after she told Ashley told her, no, Michelle's not going to do that. Ashley then comes to me. Ashley then comes to me and tells me about the conversation her and Cora had. And she was like, well, I don't know. She wants me to basically ask you, would you be willing to give your son up? And I'm like, I'm not trying to give my son up for adoption. Actually, I need some help. I need some fucking help. That's what I'm saying. I said I need to go to a therapist. This is what I told this girl. This is what I told Cora. I said, I need some help. I said, I am mentally unstable and I know enough to recognize it. I said, I don't know what the mentally unstable this is, but I need help. I need help. I said, I need a therapist. I need a counselor. I need something. I said, because I'm not right. I'm not right, and I need help. Instead of this girl helping me, she cooked up her plan to take my child. I didn't go to no therapy. She told that she could be my counselor. She can be my counselor. She can be my counselor and my therapist because she was licensed to do so. And I said, okay. I said, well, I just want to, answer whatever questions and whatever can help me. Now, mind you, I ain't never been to therapy, so I don't know how therapy goes. So this is what she does. She goes and gets. Thank you, Erin. She goes and gets her MacBook. She goes and gets her MacBook, brings it up to me, and she's like, I'm going to ask you 100. Sorry. She goes and get her MacBook, and she goes and get her MacBook, and she sits it in front of me. And she says, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I just want you to answer the questions. She goes in to ask me who is basically all my kids to me. But mind you, this is after her grooming my mind to start thinking that maybe I really did have Jason's service, that maybe I really did have Jason's service. When I tell you I'm master of manipulation, a master of manipulation is what she is, what she does, who she is about. All that praying shit, y'all better be, let me tell y'all about that. Y'all better be careful who y'all let pray over y'all. Y'all better be careful who y'all let pray for y'all and pray over y'all. Y'all think them prayers are powerful, but y'all don't know what's coming behind them prayers. And y'all just, oh, she prays so good. Oh, she prays. All them demons locked up in her, baby. I don't want her praying for me. I don't want her praying for my family. I don't want her praying for my kids. I don't want her praying for nothing that I got going on. It's mighty funny that she got connected with these Jackson family values people, and I was following them before the baby died. But once she got connected with them and started praying over them, the baby died. All I'm saying is, oh, absolutely, she was building a case. Because those videos, she tried to use as evidence in court against me. All the videos. And then she tried to bring Monet in on it. And if y'all still her friend, Deshandra Monet Cullins, if y'all still her friend on Facebook, or Cora's friend on Facebook, if the videos are still there, I still have some of the videos, that I will be sharing at a later date, to bring in facts about this case. The videos she tried to use against me. She tried to use them against me. Then, when I meet people in the store or whatever that I've seen, that I know, from the church or that I've seen, not knowing that people are so fucking loyal to people they don't know because of the name that they carry and the weight that they carry in the world, that they will try to sabotage you as well just to get in their company. And baby, when I tell you people were sabotaging me, giving her all types of information for her to continue to build a case against me, to take my son, people I thought that were for me, that were riding for me, come to find out they was not riding for me. They was not on my team. They was just getting information to use against me to give to her. All but a reckoning is cut. You don't get to keep doing this. You don't get to molest Omari. And for all I know, Jason was molested too. And think that this shit is gonna be okay. I'm going to end this live. And when I come back, I'm going to have the shit laid out like we in a courtroom, okay? Because I need for everybody to know that I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got no reason to lie about what I've been dealing with for 7 years, over 7 years at this point. I don't have no reason to lie what these people done to me. And share and tag the Shade Room, tag Hollywood Unlocked, tag Gossip.com, tag the BuzzFeed, tag any and everybody. Tag Tamar Braxton, okay? Tag anybody that y'all see in pictures with her. Brittany Hall, Daria Lester, Brittany got a sister named Ashley Hurt. Tag everybody. Tag everybody. Because when I come back on live in a few days, I'm going to lay this shit out like we in a motherfucking courtroom with all the goddamn evidence. So y'all can see what y'all own motherfucking eyes. I ain't lying. I ain't got no reason to lie about agony, trauma, and pain for 7 years. 7 is the number of completion. 8 is the number of new beginnings. 9 is the number of new birth. So I guess we on to a new beginning. And this time I'm coming with a vengeance. Hello, somebody. That's all I can say. That's all I got. That's all that can be done. I'm no longer going to sit and be quiet. I'm no longer going to not say anything of the trauma that I've gone through with this family since I was 15 years old. I am 32 now. I am 32, about to be 33. And it has been nothing but trauma. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I am tired of the trauma. I just screenshotted it. I'm tired of the trauma. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of not saying nothing. I'm tired of seeing this family. It is sickening. It is sickening. And then how they tried to cover up what the man just did. How they tried to cover up what he did. He only divorced the man because it was going to be made public. If it was never made public, she would have never divorced him. Because she would have tried to do whatever she could to protect that public image. They do whatever they can to protect that public image. Well, you know, then God created Michelle Cherche and he fell out. And I don't do it for them. All they tried to do it quietly. They tried to do it quietly like they do everything else quietly. Even when, let's bring up the Cartwright. Even when the Cartwright daughter got raped by the minister from the church. And he used to be a minister at the church at the Potter's House of Dallas. Then he moved to Denver, Colorado with Pastor Chris Hill. Let's go there. Okay? Because what I'm telling y'all is these people, it's shit that go on in this motherfucking church. They just keep covering up. They keep covering and covering and covering up. That man raped that girl. That man raped that girl. He didn't do nothing about it. In fact, he was able to make his way. Hey, Pastor Faber, I hope you're listening to me now. I hope somebody is listening to me now. I hope somebody is watching me now. Because I am tired of fighting for my son and trying to deal with this behind closed doors and nobody's answering me. Nobody is responding. And I'm fighting for my child. Jackson Lamont Caleb Brown. That's my son, who I've been fighting for the past 7 years. Quietly, behind closed doors, while they have paid for every lawyer and every judge off behind my son. And I'm tired. And hell is coming with me. Can you get this message to Bishop Jakes? Hell is coming with me. I am a mother that knows no boundaries when it comes to their child. I am a mother that will never stop fighting for my child. I am tired of the trauma that I've had to deal with and endure with this family. Get this message to Bishop, because I'll message him privately. All of them. Get it to him. Get it to him. Because in order for me to stop, they're going to have to kill me. Or just give me my son. Because I'm not going to stop. And I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to stop. And I'm not going to be quiet. And everybody that has ever been done wrong is going to come with me. I guarantee you. I will raise the gates of hell. Not heaven. Hell. Because I have nothing to lose. I have absolutely nothing to fucking lose. I have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I mean, telling these people, do you know what it's like to not know where your son is for 7 years? To not talk to him for 7 years? For 7 years! And they keep covering it up. They they keep covering it up, and I'm tired. I am tired. You get this message to Bishop. You show this love to him. That man has not once tried to sit down with me and have any type of conversation. Not once. And I'm not going to be silent no more. I'm not going to be quiet no more. I'm not going to keep taking hit after hit and blow after blow. I'm not going to be made to look like I'm lying no more. Because I'm not lying, I'm not a liar, and I don't lie. I've been knowing them since I was 10 or 12 years old. And I've been enduring trauma from them since I was 15 years of age. And I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more. And I'm not going to sit back while other people allow them to do it. And hold their hand while they do it. It is time for the truth to come out. It is time for the truth to be known, since they want to keep playing with fire. You play with fire, you get burnt. And I'll be damned if I allow my sons to be in a household where rape and molestation is going on. Because I'm a real mother. I carried. I didn't adopt. I didn't adopt a child. I carried that baby. I kept that baby safe. I kept that baby home, even when my mom was fucked up. And I'm not gonna just let them take my son. I'm just not gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna let it happen. And like I said before, the only reason why I haven't spoken out is because I felt like if I did, I was gonna die. Like they probably could kill me, or they could take everything that I worked so hard up until this day away from me. And I've been telling them, I've been warning them, I've been messaging them, I've been leaving comments. I've been doing all of this. And nobody has said anything. Nobody has responded. It's been on deaf ears. Well, wake the fuck up, because it's real. It's real. And it's happening. And whatever case I gotta get unsealed, I'm gonna get it unsealed. Whatever lie I have to make known for the truth, I'm gonna do it. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until I have my son. I'm not gonna stop until I see my son. I'm not gonna stop until I have a relationship with my son. I'm not going to stop. So you run tell it. You run tell it.